Good morning, Tuesday the 20th of October 2020. This is your local news for today. In the news, OIS received donation of $200,000. Suriname should review trade agreements with Guyana. Policymakers should make more use of statistics, and springtide floods de weg naar zee. The Organization of Indigenous People in Suriname, OIS, has an amount of $200,000 to provide emergency aid to natives in need. This amount has been made available by the Emergency Fund of the Umbrella Organization for the Coordination of Indigenous Organizations in the Amazon Basin, COICA. This in connection with the COVID-19 pandemic. The COICA raised money worldwide for the indigenous people of the Amazon in need. The French President Emmanuel Macron donated 2 million euros, of which the OIS received $200,000. The OIS came up with a plan to deliver food packages, school kits, personal protective equipment such as face masks and hand sanitizers. They also want to give workshops on COVID-19 and information posters and media programs in the indigenous languages, as well as projects to improve the food security. The Women's Council of the COICA has determined that 30% of the allocated funds should be invested in women. In Suriname, this will be coordinated by the Amazon Market Foundation Suriname. The OIS will also work together with other indigenous organizations, and NGOs working with indigenous people, as well as the Surinamese government, to address the urgent need of the indigenous people caused by COVID-19. The chairman of the OIS, Sirito Yana Aluma, has calculated that more than 2,000 indigenous families in need can receive aid from this fund. Given the economic developments that the bridge over the Quarantine River will bring about for business, Suriname must review trade agreements with neighboring Guyana. That's the opinion of Wilco Bilkerdijk, the chairman of the Association of Surinamese Manufacturers, ASFA. According to him, Surinamese entrepreneurs encounter lots of problems to get their products within the CARICOM markets. Plans are currently being made for the construction of a bridge across the Quarantine River. In this context, a ministerial delegation from Suriname was in Guyana last week, headed by Minister Albert Ramdien, to discuss business with colleagues there. If all goes according to plan, President Chandrika Persat Santokhi and his Guyanese counterpart Irfan Ali will sign the first agreement on November the 25th. For the construction of the bridge. During a recap on the working visit to Guyana, Minister Ramdien explained that the issue of trade has also been brought to attention. Bilkerdijk agrees that the spin-off effect during and after construction will clearly be noticeable for the Surinamese business community. The ASFA chairman argues that the government should involve local businesses so that entrepreneurs can earn something in the preparation and construction phase of the bridge. According to Minister Ramdien, a number of agreements will be signed on November the 25th between the two heads of state. This is to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Ramdien says preparations are also underway to conduct a social economic study that will last almost a year. Policymakers should make more use of statistics or figures. That's one of the calls from stats teacher Wendy Cecilson, affiliated with the Academy for Higher Culture and Art Education, AHKCO. Today, Tuesday, October the 20th, the third World Statistics Day is commemorated with the theme, Connecting the World with Data We Can Trust. This theme reflects the importance of trust, authoritative data, innovation, and public interest in national statistical systems. According to Cecilson, reliable figures help to give direction to implemented policy. The United Nations says that data is important. It is a must because stats can save lives. Cecilson emphasizes that reliable figures are important for the development of a country. World Statistics Day is commemorated worldwide since 2010 every 5 years on October the 20th. It is, among other things, to make the total population statistics-minded and statisticians to appreciate them for the work they do. According to the General Bureau of Statistics, ABS, stats are essential and are used by companies, governments, and students. According to Fallon Lambert, employee at this bureau and chairman of the committees CARICOM Statistics Day and World Statistics Day, the ABS has carried out some activities to promote statistics awareness in Suriname. One of them is that some good data sources and notable data users are commemorated and publications have been provided to selected schools. In addition, staff member of the General Bureau of Statistics received an extra pat on the back for their contribution. On October the 15th, the Caribbean Statistics Day was commemorated within the CARICOM, and this has been the case annually since 2009. This is the worst springtide I've experienced since I've lived here. This is what a concerned resident of Bakroisiweg in Weg naar Zee said. Due to the high springtide, the area has flooded. The water level on many plots was higher than average. It is the second time that residents of Weg naar Zee have been confronted with a high water level. Last month, residents also had to deal with a high springtide, but it caused less damage. The pilgrimage site was also flooded, but according to a local resident, this has to do with a defective lock, which still has not been addressed. Meanwhile, the District Commissioner of Paramaribo Southwest, Fulgens Yafinde, said that the Ministers of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Public Works and Regional Development have orientated themselves in the area. The situation will be further discussed in a follow-up interview. And that is it for the local news for today. We also want to congratulate the entire Surinamese society with 55 years of STVS wonderful television. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.